Thank you. It is a true honor for me to participate in this great event celebrating the cause of freedom in Iran and remembering the sacrifice of the thousands of martyrs who have paid the ultimate price for that goal. I have been working the nuclear issue for 12 years, ever since the MEK revealed the existence of the program and exposed the regime, its true objectives, and the true threat that it represents to the international community. In those dozen years, the Iranian regime has consistently used diplomatic negotiations to buy more time to advance the program, and today that continues. There is a lot of speculation today, a lot of hope today that there will be an agreement. But this is a false hope, because I can assure you that if there is an agreement that is signed, it will not stop the advance of the nuclear program. If there is no agreement, that program will advance. So the issue is not whether or not there will be a negotiated agreement with the Ayatollahs. The only issue is how do we change the regime? How do we overthrow the regime in Tehran? And here I would just recommend on this regime and to add additional sanctions to break the back of this government. Second, we must support the resistance, the opposition, both in and outside of Iran, starting with protecting those who we have promised the safety, most importantly, your brothers and sisters in Camp Liberty. And finally, we must recognize and promote the essential role that the MEK can play as a catalyst for change. Madam Rajavi, you are the catalyst for the establishment of a free and democratic Iran. The establishment of what my 16th president said would be a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Thank you very much.
When someone said there were 100,000 people in the audience, you don't really appreciate the size and dimension and power and force of this audience until you stand in this very spot. We stand with you and we salute you for seeking to be a part of the debate that is happening in Iran, and to be part of the force that will ultimately change Iran for the better. As we stand here, it is an incredibly complex time in the Middle East. Now, some of my colleagues have suggested that change can be a straight line, first this and then that. The process of genuine and lasting change is difficult and takes time. But change is inevitable. It is happening across the region. No country is immune, least of all Iran. We are here to stand with you in supporting change in Iran. The people of Iran want something better. They deserve something better. A country that is a positive actor in the region and not a pariah. A country that supports human rights rather than subverts them. A country that gives its citizens a real choice in how it will be governed and by whom. We all want that for the people of Iran, and we recognize that change comes only with great cost and sacrifice. Clearly, we see that not just in Iran, but in Iraq and Syria as well, where leaders have placed sectarian interests above their national interest. Now, I hope Madam Rajavi is right, that change will come sooner rather than later. But we have to stay resolute. Change is not automatic. Change is not self-ordering, but it is inevitable. Because you have something that cannot be taken away, freedom from fear, and that will continue to fuel this opposition all the way to Tehran. Thank you very much.